Hal and Pete Burns of Burns Rodeo Company did not know if any of the 6 bulls that they bought at the 1983 Jim Shoulders National Finals Rodeo Stock Sale would be any good, but at least one looked good. That one was a black and white speckled bull weighing about 1,700 pounds with a 30-inch horn span. They called him Mr. T. Mr. T took a year to settle into his new job. He was sold at the auction as a fighting bull, but Burns decided to try him on the bucking side of things. The first few times were good, but not great. It wasn't until Mr. T got his horn wrapped in a rope coming out of the chute, and when he went to fight the rope, he found a rhythm that got the riders off his back. After that, Mr. T became a powerful force, jumping and spinning hard.
Gosh, I don't really know. I just say he's one of the greatest bulls going right now. He's got more power and more buck than any bull I've been on this year. That's about it for him. He's just a bucker.
For the first 5.5 years of his career, Mr. T was unridden. Some came close, but it wasn't until Marty Stannard climbed aboard at the 1989 Cheyenne Frontier Days that Mr. T's winning streak came to an end. Stannard was attempting his second try on the bull that year. Mr. T had thrown him earlier at Greeley. After 8 seconds, Stannard walked away with a 93-point ride. Mr. T won the PRCA's Bull of the Year award in 1986. That same year, he was the Bull of the NFR.
Look at Chuck leans way out over the front of him, and there it's in the shoulder this time.
As he walked out of the arena, he was immediately escorted by the Justin healers. He had no blood coming out of his mouth, but he was very pale and I think very disappointed.
He won a second Bull of the Year title in 1989. His NFR record, a perfect 11-0. His most dramatic out may have been in 1989, round 10, matched with Jim Sharp. Sharp needed one more qualified ride to have covered all 10 bulls and win the world championship. Mr. T had other ideas, and that left Tuff Edeman as the world champion. Burns retired Mr. T at the 1990 NFR. Shortly after his retirement, Mr. T was taken to the Groundy Brothers Ranch in Red Bluff, California. He spent his days with another PRCA Hall of Famer, Red Rock. And even though Mr. T lost out on a Bull of the Year title to Red Rock, the two became big buddies in retirement. Today, Mr. T is loaded and ready for the ProRodeo Hall of Fame.
A generous donation made in honor of Mr. T by Laramie Jubilee Days Rodeo.